Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by to check out my latest video. And today I'm here continuing to work on the full deck challenge number 3, hosted by Shanuki Arts here on YouTube. And we are to alter a deck of cards in collage style, and each week she gives us prompts. And this week's prompt is kind of like anything goes as far as colors or style, other than we are to include some sort of paint drip and holes. And when I sat down to do my video today, I realized that last week I should have done the Jack of Hearts and I accidentally grabbed the Queen of Hearts. So I'm going to do the Jack of Hearts today. I kind of messed up there. I was trying to do them in order, but that's okay. And I also just kind of went through the scraps left over since it didn't really matter on color theme this week. I went through scraps that I kind of had in a big pile in a basket from the previous weeks. And I came across another piece of this blue mulberry paper. So before I started filming, I did use my one constant item that every week that we use. And I had chosen to use this script stamp. And I did again choose to do it in embossing powder. And I really liked the last one that I did. That was blue and gold, so that's why I kind of chose that one since I still had some of this paper scraps left. So I'm going to use that as my base, and I did pull out a couple of other things. We also are to carry over an item from the week before, and I had Tim Holtz paper doll on my previous one last week, so I found another Tim Holtz paper doll that fit on a card. I don't have a lot of small ones left, so she fit on there, so I think that'll work. And I'm just going to use some matte medium to glue the mulberry paper down. I also, if you can see off to the side, I did pull out a butterfly, thinking maybe I'll use a butterfly on this one. I had that one out, I think, on one of the blue challenges, and I just never used it. And so just trying to play with kind of the scraps of paper that I already had out instead of trying to dig out anything new. Is kind of what my plan is for today. I also have off to the side, I have some like gold trim. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not. I also have a gold marker, which I probably use that to go around the edges when this is all done. And I have a hole punch because I might add some more holes. But I also have this little I don't even know, some sort of packaging bow type thing. I think it came in a stash that I got from my mom's friend, Joanne. There was a roll of it, so I just grabbed that real quick because I was thinking about if I had anything. I was thinking I could use also like a die cut with holes, but I remembered I had this. So I was thinking I could layer this somehow on here and maybe just cut it out and angle it kind of somehow. So I'm going to find one of my little scissors here and let's just see if I can come up with something that I kind of find pleasing, I guess. And I would like to not have that as my edge, so I'm going to cut down straight there. And I'm not even quite sure how easy this is going to be to glue down. So that'll probably be kind of an interesting thing, I guess, just to figure out. I'm not even quite sure because it's kind of a plasticky material if I'm going to have to dig out some of my glossy accents, possibly. I'm not sure. But we'll figure it out. If not, I can always maybe use brads or something on the corners to hold it in place. So I think I kind of like that. And, you know, maybe I'll even hole punch inside of some of these. That might be kind of neat. I'm just looking at it from a different perspective if I want to do it from this way, but I think I kind of like it like that. So yeah, I'm thinking I almost need to use glossy accents. I just don't think my other glues, and I don't think I took my matte medium today for my glue, but I don't think that or the glue stickers are going to hold it. If you guys have ever used, I guess, this type of material, you'll have to let me know what you use to glue it down. But I'm just going to try this and see if it'll work. And I might have to to clip it in place for a little bit. We'll see. But I find that usually glossy accents works on a lot of different, it works on plastic and metal and different things. So I'm thinking it'll work on this one. So hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good after I'm done working on this. I'm helping my dad with a project. You know, he's retired, but he does a lot of volunteer stuff, and he's helping out on some booth where kids are making butterflies out of coffee filters, and he wanted my help to like come up with some butterflies to hang on the booth or something. And he said the background was green, so I'm just going to do some die cuts in some bright colors of butterflies and then also some flowers for them to use to decorate the booth. I'm not going to be there to help decorate it, but he just wanted help with ideas for decorating, and I just had told him I could help with putting down some die cuts. So I had to kind of explain to him what the die cuts were, but he thought they would work. I kind of sent him pictures over my phone because we've been doing this all over the phone. So that's kind of my next project. I did pull out some of the die cuts already to cut out, but I'm going to pull out some of my paper scraps and just cut them out in bright colors. I think that'll work to hold it down. So I'm just going to give that a second to dry there. I think this one's going to be kind of a quick and easy one to do actually today. I might need to see if I can hook a little bit over there. So I was thinking I just really wanted to do a butterfly also, and I'm going to give her butterfly wings, but I think I'm going to cut it in half. So I might as well work on this part of the layout, because I was thinking I would just put them a little bit further, and then that way they kind of hang over also on the card. And so I might as well work on this while that's drying. I'm probably not going to alter a Rolodex card. Some days I show you guys a Rolodex card that I've altered using scraps. And since I'm already kind of using a scrap, I think this is the last of the, other than that little bit that I cut off to the side of this paper, unless I go through my stash to see if I have more of this color mulberry paper. So I don't think, and then knowing I kind of have that other project to help my dad with, I don't know exactly, you know, if I'm going to cut out about 15, 20 of those other butterflies die cuts. So that'll take me a little bit of time. So I think that'll be kind of cute hanging off of the side of this. I kind of like that. That's cute. So hopefully this stays on. I'm thinking maybe if I have some washi tape, maybe I'll tape it down. Just to give it a little bit of extra stability. To make sure that those wings stay on. I'm going to end up gluing her anyways to the project, but just to reinforce it just a little bit. I think that'll work. All right, so she's kind of my focal point, and I think let's see how this is doing to see if I can work on some sort of drippy paint. And again, I'm not even quite sure like if the drippy paint will even adhere to this plastic, but we'll find out. And it looks like I didn't get enough glossy accents on all of this. It's staying really good right here, but I must not have glued it well enough in these spots right here. So let's just add a little bit more. All right, so I think you know, maybe I will pop her up on something. You know, I could even put her off to the side. I think I'm going to have to put her off to the side because I have my hole in the middle. So, drippy paint. And I either pulled out, for that, I either pulled out this one, which is kind of a more of an calligraphy ink. And then I do have this metallic gold paint. I'm just trying to decide if that's too much gold, and I think it is. So I was going to use that originally, but at the last minute I pulled this out. So let's just see how this does. Dripping down the top. What's nice about these paints is they actually have a like an kind of an eyedrop dripper thing in them, but they do get clogged up quite easy, so I sometimes have to clean them out to make them work. And for whatever reason, this one is not wanting to work today. Try this again. Kind of never fails when you're on camera, when, you know, your glue bottle doesn't want to work or this little eyedropper thing doesn't work. Somewhere I have another eyedropper, but I wonder if I can just kind of, it's still not working, but I wonder if I can just kind of load it up and just kind of do a kind of a fake looking drop. If you have it thick enough, it should kind of drip down, which is what I want. Yeah, it's unfortunate that my little dripper thing doesn't want to work, but it is slowly kind of dripping down here. It's kind of getting stuck in the holes, but that one's kind of dripping down pretty good there. Let's see if I can. I don't really want to overdo it either. I would have liked them to drip all the way down, but I don't know if they will. Because I want to be able to see them underneath where I'm just going to set her. So this one's in the middle still needs to go down a little bit more. There we go. So I think I'm going to have to let this dry for a little bit and come back. So I'm going to go work on my dad's project while this dries, and then I will come back and we'll finish gluing her down. So my drippy paint has dried, and I'm not 100% sold on it. It probably wasn't, I probably shouldn't have had the gold paper down with the holes on it first to make it look a little more drippy, but it works. It's just probably not my technique, and that's okay. And while this was drying, I did go ahead and prep my little girl with the wings to get her ready. And so I just need to take off the backing so I can add her to the card. And then I might still like take my little hole punch and put a couple more holes in here for that part of the challenge. And then we'll kind of see what it looks like, I guess. And I'm just going to prop her up here off to the side. All right, and then I took out a little bit smaller hole punch than what I've been using to punch out the spot where I'm hanging it on the ring, but I'm going to just take this little hole punch and punch out just a couple more little random holes, I guess. Maybe do a couple up here. And I think that's probably pretty good. So there is my finished altered playing card for this week. And again, the challenge was kind of any colors, any style. You just had to do drippy paint and holes. And so that is my finished card, and I will be back again next week for another episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, have a wonderful day and happy crafting.